Welcome back to the channel, lads. It's episode 51 of our Blackburn Rovers career mode as we go into the run into the end of the season. Not too many games left to go now in the Premier League. We're also in the quarterfinals of the Champions League where we face AC Milan, a team that we've already lost to this season 2-1 in the league phase or the group phase of the Champions League. We've got them again here in a two-leg tie. But just sandwiched between those Champions League games is Leicester City. We've also got Manchester United and Manchester City back-to-back league games there, and Aston Villa to finish the month of April. And after that, it leaves us 3 games to go in the Premier League. I'll say 3 more episodes to go, or depending on how we do in the Champions League, maybe 4 more episodes to go before the end of the season. But we will start the first one here at home to Brentford, a game where there's typically a lot of goals. And to be honest, I'm expecting the same here. I'm really surprised that I haven't seen too many Brentford save going on. Everyone that I've spoken to, I don't think I know anyone doing a Brentford save. And even when you go on YouTube to search Brentford career mode, there aren't too many decent ones out there, which is a shame because, I mean, they've got everything for a team to make a decent career mode with. So many storylines as well. New stadium. It's a team that have gradually progressed over the years to become a mainstay Premier League team, and to win trophies with this team, man, will be so exciting. I might do one in the future. I'm not saying I will. Maybe a personal one for myself. But they've got decent kids, new stadium as we give possession away there. Oh, I was worried for a second there. I've got to say, Solanke. That wasn't. I mean, the curve on the shot, I thought it was going to end up on the bottom right-hand corner there. But thankfully for us, it was off target. We can't be making mistakes like that, though, trying to play out from the back. We get it right this time to Crawford. Once you get the pass into your attacking midfielders, the defense can start to push back then. A little bit scrappy, but Crawford regains possession. It's Daniel. Daniel can hit it from a distance. But it's a good save on a corner. Tell you what, for a game that I thought there will be a lot of goals in, it's not been the most exciting 40-minute here. Things could change for Brentford, though, just before the end of the first half. Northwood, big opportunity, and it's been cleared off the line. Oh, we keep possession as well. 66 minutes played, no goal. I think I jinxed it when I said, this is typically a game. Oh, can you believe it? The high pressure plays off. Brentford trying to play out from the back. Pass back to the goalkeeper. Crawford puts the pressure on the goalkeeper. And it's a lucky deflected one. Oh my God, look at this. Goalkeeper trying to go long. Close down. He's just played it off Crawford. And that's the easiest goal he's going to score all season. But that's come from his hard work, though. Putting the pressure on the defense there. It's all come from the pressure on the defense as well as the goalkeeper, forcing Brentford to make a mistake. It felt like if there was going to be a goal in this game, it was going to come from a mistake, one of the teams making a mistake, and it's Brentford making the error that have led to goal. It's a good ball to Moise Kean, straight from kickoff, and Brentford get the equaliser. Can you believe it? 67 minutes played, no goal, and 2 minutes later, you get a couple of goals. Yeah, that is a cracking finish, though, on the near post. I always get frustrated whenever you see a near post finish like that. But I've got to be honest, that finish was sublime from Moise Kean. Come on, there's still 10 minutes to go in this game to make a difference, or 8 minutes to go. Misplaced pass there. But we put the pressure again to win possession back. Oh, that's a good run from Dogelis. Nene, get it! We needed to win this game. We needed to win this game to put the pressure on Manchester City, who are behind us right now. But what a finish from Dogelis. What a signing for us, by the way. In terms of value for money, right? Dogelis Nene is probably the best value for money of any signings that we have made. Yes, he's not playing too many games this season. Wait a second. Why is it? How have we managed to get 4 goals in about 20 minutes to go? It was It was no goal after 66 minutes, and somehow every time we've got on to score, Brentford will get the equaliser immediately. It's just so heartbreaking, man. Oh, when you do everything right to go in front twice in a game, the defense got to do better. The team is going to do better. We could go on to lose this game here, which would be an absolute disaster for us. It's a poor cross. 3 minutes of stoppage time, 2 minute played, 3 minute played. Is the referee going to allow us to carry on here? He does. Crawford driving forward, looking for the run. Over the top, Crawford to Daniel. Daniel with the finish. Get him! Get him! What a game, though! What a game! 66 minutes into the game, no goal. And all of a sudden, in half an hour, we have got 5 goals in the game. This is just unbelievable, man. What a game. Prove me right, though. I said there were going to be goals in this game. First 66 minutes, I thought, you know what, this could well be a boring 0-0. But then we got the goal. Brentford equalised immediately. We got the second. They got the second equaliser. But that man, Daniel, had other ideas. Last minute equaliser. It's Archie Crawford, yet again, with another assist. What a game. What a performance. We're still a couple of points above Manchester City in the league. They must have won their last game. I think they faced Liverpool. I thought that was the game. They were going to drop points. And oh, what a result that was for them. 2-1 victory at the Etihad against Liverpool. I honestly thought they would have dropped points in that game. You know, given that Liverpool are in the top 6 as well, that would have been a tough game. But the likes of West Ham and Manchester United still having a game in hand. If West Ham should win that game, that means they go 69 points. That puts them 1 point behind City and 3 points behind ourselves. It's so close right now, the top 4, you know, with 7 games to go, or eight games for the likes of West Ham and Manchester United. But up next, it's AC Milan, the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We've already lost to this Milan team once this season in the league phase. We've got to do so much better, especially defending their wide players. I think they started with Rafael Leao from the left-hand side, Moussa Diaby from the right-hand side, and they play with 2 players up front, and it was Colombo and Rasmus Højlund who started the previous game. They've got such a good team, AC Milan, and we've got to stay really focused in this game. I know we've spoken about the Rafael Leaos and the Moussa Diabys, but honestly, 2 players that might have gone unnoticed in that league phase game that we faced Milan. The 2 midfielders, Rodri being one of them, and I think it was Enzo Fernandez, the second player. Yeah, it's still Enzo Fernandez in midfield for them. Both players, they did dictate the tempo of the game, and if we want this tie to go our way, if we want this game to go our way, we have to somehow stop both players. It is more difficult than it sounds to be able to control, you know, quality midfielders like Rodri, Enzo Fernandez. It is going to be difficult, but we're going to at least try and put a little bit of pressure on there. Rasmus Højlund, Otto Fernandez. Talking about the 2 midfielders, Enzo popping up there with a shot on target 2 minutes into the game, and AC Milan have already created what some would call a big chance for them. Come on, closing down. I know he wants to go on the inside, not a poor clearance though, but we get lucky. Oh, we get lucky there to play that one out from the back. Defended the situation quite well, but the clearance wasn't what I intended to do. Here to Larson, who has been linked to Manchester United in real life, by the way. I really do think Hugo Larson, whoever gets their hands on this kid, creating space there, Morgan Gibbs-White, he's so good at, you know, creating space, finding those little pockets for himself. He's quite good at those. But yeah, whoever gets their hand on that Hugo Larson, I really think he's tenacious. He can defend, is good at building out from the back. Whoever gets their hand on that kid from Frankfurt, I mean, they do sell a lot of players, and I've got to say, not too many players that sell in real life go on to be good. And when they sell them, but especially strikers, could save. Oh, that's a big save there from, is it Maynard in goal for them? Yeah, talking about Frankfurt, right? Especially strikers. Think about the strikers that they have had to offload in recent times. Right now, they have got that Ekitike. doing quite well for them. But in the past, they've sold players like Kolo Muani, he didn't do great things for PSG. PSG have had to move him on, maybe on loan at the moment to Juventus, and a few other strikers that they have sold in the past that haven't gone on to do very well at their new clubs. But what a finish! The composure there from Ewood Park. Talking about strikers being good at their new club, he's been quite good for us. That is the sort of finish you want to see from those positions. It didn't need power. It just needed that little bit of cushion, little bit of precision. The pass from Lund Hansen, I believe, with the assist for that one. We've got to defend well here. I know as soon as you score a goal, the AI tend to go forward and try to get the equalizer immediately. I said this. Come on, close it down. No. I predicted that situation. As soon as you score, it's happened to us now a few times. As soon as you score a goal, the AI tend to go forward and want to get that equalizer immediately. A lot of the time they do. I believe we scored a crucial goal and then allow them to get the equalizer in that first half. What a save. Big mistake there. It could have been costly for us. Koulibaly making an error there, trying to play out from the back, hanging on the ball too much. Lund Hansen has done well, a little bit scrappy, but it doesn't matter because he wins possessions back for us. The run there from Diomande is made that powerful run. Can we sweat this one? Yeah, Joao Pedro! Get in! Ewood Park this time turns provider I always forget. Why do I forget his name? Joao Pedro, Bonnie turning provider for Pedro. How do we always forget his name? I think what happens is, rather than wanting to just call him by his last name, Pedro, I tend to call him by his full name, Joao Pedro, and a lot of the time I forget that, and it just takes me a few seconds to remember what his first name is, which is bad. It's really awful for myself. It's not like I don't know his name, that little bit of a few seconds. Oh no, this could be the third. Oh, big save! Pedro taps that one in for the second. Get in! His second of the game, and Blackburn Rovers' third of the game. Just what we needed to give us a little bit of a breather here, I've got to say, because it's been end-to-end stuff. I will make a couple of changes there. Maybe it was too early to make those changes, but I tell you what, the players are absolutely knackered. I had to bring on the left back, Ethan Carney, who is now in possession. That's awful from the youth academy graduate. He's given the ball to Musa Diaby. Switch up play to Leao, the other winger. Colombo. He's looking for the penalty there. Oh no, Rasmus Highland. No way, man. Oh, that's just awful. That's come from us giving the ball away. Too easy, Ethan Carney. I don't even want to blame the kid, but we do manage to hang on to secure the 3-2 victory away from home. 3-1 would have been even better for us. I don't want to blame the kid for that error. I should have been a lot more focused. That was an awful pass from myself. I'll take responsibility for that one, but this was an awesome game, end to end, especially in that second half. We scored 3 crucial goals. Oh, if only we never conceded that second, it would have been so much better for us going into the second leg. But good victory. I mean, with the second leg of the Champions League still in my mind, we have to make changes here. Ewood Park is given a rest. Daniel starts as well in that box-to-box midfield position. I have made 3 changes to our back four: Flamingo, Carter, and Burrows coming into the starting 11, and Walter Berger in that CDM position. It is so important that we keep on winning games right now. With only 2 points above Manchester City and 7 games to go, a defeat could mean Manchester City winning their game would go above us in the Premier League, and you cannot allow that to happen. They've got Fires at the back, a little skip in midfield, Fatau is in there. Victory is so important in this sort of games, man. Even though we have rotated, of course, with the Champions League in mind, that could have been a dangerous slide tackle if... Oh, yes! Get it! We don't score too many goals from crosses. I mean, it's so difficult to score goals from crosses on EA 25. This year's version of the game is so difficult to score from cross, especially headers. But when you can get a peach of a cross like that, oh my well, Harrison Burrows, what a cross, man. All he had to do was just tap that one home. And given the sort of form he's in right now, you just don't expect him to miss. What a start to the game, man. In a game where we have made so many changes and we know how important the victory is to keep on putting the pressure on Manchester City. As Mercado, I believe that was, to Ricardo Pereira, the right back, and James McAteer, who Sunderland tried to sign on deadline day. Carter is injured there. Leicester with an opportunity, but he was offside. I hope it's not too serious. I don't want to be too optimistic. We're going to have to take him off, aren't we? Going to have to take him off going into the second half. I will bring on Malik Cho, and Flamingo can play in that left-sided centre-back. Zanotti. When we play out from the back and we get it right, it works wonders for us, especially this season and last season as well. Once we have started bringing in good players who can play out from the back, comfortable in possession like this. Oh, that's a good ball. Giomonde, he skipped past his man. Giomonde makes it 2 for us. And just like that, we might have taken the game away from Leicester. This is what I'm talking about now. That little bit of composure to keep the ball ticking, just keep moving it around, moving players around. It does create spaces, and Giomonde, who has been in excellent form. I can finish there from our midfielder, by the way. I think that's his 6th goal or so in the league this season. It's a cross into the box, but Bazunu collects that one quite calmly as well. He was the calmest man on the pitch there, I've got to say, because I was so worried, but lovely control, lovely touch, lovely bit of dribbling there from Joao Pedro. Pull back here to Morgan Gibbs-White. In you go, easy as you like, and it's 3-0. Surely game over now with 87 minutes to play. What a goal. The build-up again for this 3rd goal have been really, really good. Right from the back, from the goalkeeper's save. It's Yildiz. It's all about the clean sheet now. Conceding would be so disappointing. We are going to keep the clean sheet this time. In previous games, we've gone on to concede goals straight after we have scored, but not in this game. The rotated team have done the job for us. It's still a very strong starting 11, but of course we had to rotate, and having that second leg of the Champions League in mind, and it's good to win, even so, when you have rotated like this. Well, it's not too serious for Hayden Carter, which is good news for us. He's only going to be out for the next 5 days, not going to be ready for the Champions League game. He wasn't going to start anyway, but I don't think he's going to be fit enough to even be on the bench for this game. But it's important that we defend really well in this game. We've got the advantage right now from winning 3-2 in the first game. We cannot do anything stupid. I'll take a boring 0-0 draw and progress to the next round. But Hannibal Mesbury starts on that left-sided midfield diamond, and Koulibaly is back to the team to start this one, and Malik Cho starts as well, and it's back with Bonny and Joao Pedro up front, and of course Morgan Gibbs-White. He's been in sensational form in our last 10 games or so. He starts in that number 10 position. The game have got something right here. You know why I'm laughing? Because 11 goals for Rasmus in the Champions League. It's so accurate as well. Oh, I've accidentally forgot to go through the starting 11 for the away side here, AC Milan. But it's so accurate because he doesn't score in the league too many goals, does he? But in the European competitions, he tends to score a lot of goals. It looks like they have adopted that. Of course, we don't play in the Italian league, so I don't know how many goals he scored for AC Milan this season. But even for Manchester United, he doesn't score goals in the league. But last season, he was up there as one of the top scorers in the Champions League. And this season, he's up there as one of the top scorers in the Europa League. So he knows how to score in the European competitions, but just not in the domestic competition, where you want him to do a lot better. Well, yeah, that's just why I was laughing at the start there. One of the reasons I've started Hannibal Mesbury in this game is because I feel like he connects a lot better with Valterberger, who also starts in this game. Big save from Bazunu. He connects so well with Valterberger. On the other hand, Adam Wharton, who is on the bench for this one, he connects better with Diomande. And with Diomande being very tired from the Leicester City game, I've decided to give Valterberger a back-to-back start in that DM position. And of course, start with Hannibal Mejbri. We've got to be so careful. Oh my God. Two big saves from Bazunu in a matter of minutes. And it's the third save for him. He's already the man of the match in this game. This game goes on to finish 0-0. We will come back and remember this big save from the keeper. There's Joshua Kimmich to Moussa Diaby, who's got pace to bend for fun to get away from his man. It's a decent cross to Colombo, I believe, or it was Rasmus Højlund. It's another save from Bazunu. We are hanging on right now. Cross to the far post. Oh my God, how have we managed to survive that to the end of the first half? We need the luck though. You feel like if you need to win a competition like this, you always need the luck. We've started the second half well though in terms of ball possession, which we needed to do much more of in that first half. But of course, the opponents have to allow you to do that. Oh, what a chance. What a chance for Joao Pedro. I think that was for substitution here. Musa replacing Diaby for the remaining 20. Hannibal Mejbri, the runner there from Lund Hansen. Okay, can we get someone waiting on the edge of the box? Yes, we do. But he's got bodies in front of him. The plan was to just recycle possession to Larsen on the edge of the box and maybe look for an opportunity to shoot from outside of the box. We're having to be much patient here to create a chance. Oh, I should have played that pass. The shot's been blocked. Joao Pedro keep hold. Oh, Joao Pedro, Morgan gives wide. Get in. Just the goal we needed for a little bit of a breather here. And this means Juventus would need to score 2 goals to take it to extra time. And I do not see that happening here. I really do not see that happening, man. Crawford coming on for the remaining 8 minutes of this game. Of course, the player that brought us to the quarterfinals of this competition. His extra time goal against Bologna coming off the bench did make a difference in that game. Also, Diomande coming on to replace Larsen for the remainder of the game to give us that little bit of defensive solidity. Oh my God, what a cross that was. And what a header from Rasmus. Oh, and that was not enough. It was not enough to get AC Milan back into the tie. And a 1-1 draw sends us to the semi-finals of the Champions League. And who would have believed it at the start of the season that we will go on to get to the semi-finals of this competition? I thought progressing from the league phase was going to be big for us. But we have not only done that, we have gone through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. What a performance. We now know who our semi-finals opponents would be in the Champions League. Oh my world. We're 4 points above Manchester City in the Premier League. I did not know that was the case. 2-2 draw in the Manchester derby. What a result that was for us. Manchester United doing us a favour there. And that means we're 4 points above Manchester City with 6 games to go. To win the Premier League last season was amazing. But to repeat it again, back-to-back seasons winning the Premier League, it's just, I don't even know what to say at this stage. When we get there, we will try and find words to describe it. But what a season this is turning out to be, both in the Champions League and in the Premier League. Talking about the Champions League, let's take a look. Who is our semi-finals opponent? It's Leipzig. We avoid Real Madrid, which is really, really important. They are a scary team, given the fact that we faced them in the Super Cup early at the start of this season, and they had an unbelievable start at 11. But we have managed to avoid them in the semi-finals, which is good. To be honest with you, I would much rather have faced Juventus, given that we've already beat them in the league phase of the Champions League this season. Leipzig is another workaholic team, if you want to call them that, another high intensity team, and we do struggle against them. We struggled against Salzburg, the other Red Bull team, earlier on in the league phase as well. But again, the first leg is away from home, which it's really, really important to do well in that away tie before going back in front of your home fans and try and, put the nail in the coffin, if you will. But it's Leipzig. Manchester United is up next in the Premier League. Let's focus on that one. You know how we were talking about strikers that Frankfurt have sold, and I said Kolo Muani joining PSG for close to 100 million euros. I've gone on to think about it a little bit more. Players like Omar Mamouche, who has now joined Manchester City, he looked really good. The only game that I've watched him so far against Chelsea, he did look, he looked energetic, he looked creative. It looks like he would ask questions of defenders. But they also sold Luka Jovic to Real Madrid. Didn't work out for him at Real Madrid. Sebastian Haller to West Ham. It didn't work out for him at West Ham. They've got this knack of selling strikers for big money, haven't they? Talking about strikers, and Beyond Mohamed up front for Manchester United in this game, he was an absolute handful the last time we faced this Manchester United team in the FA Cup. Come on, referee.
Terrible free kick. Ruben Neves. Sané has it. Benjamin Henrichs. To do it on his own. Good pressure to win the ball back. In danger. Encouraging stuff from United. Just what Manchester United require. They are level. 30 minutes to go. Could be promising. Things around personnel-wise. The lead move. And Alex is going to tell us about a goal that's been scored at Villa Park.
You can sense the celebrations already, Derek.
Alex keeping us right up to date. Separated. But what will the home fans be feeling about what they put into the game?
Yes, Derek, they certainly weren't at their best today, but sometimes you just have to keep fighting, keep believing, and that's what they did. It's a well-earned draw in the end.
Well, this man has given us plenty of reasons to dwell on his performance, hasn't he, Stuart?
Yeah, he played well, didn't he? So clinical in front of goal, but you have to feel for him. We didn't quite get the same quality from his teammates today, particularly at the back.
Wow, look at that. The Premier League table looks closer than ever with 5 games to go, with West Ham and Manchester United both winning away from home and keeping clean sheets. And that means only 5 points, only 8 points separate the top four right now, but only 4 points separate the top three with 5 games to go. Our next game is against Manchester City. So that could be title decider. It's so important that we keep on winning. And whatever happens, we cannot lose our next game against Manchester City. But Burnley in the top 10 there, good season for them. It's been tough, really tough playing them this season, but they are having a good season. Of course, we know Bristol City are relegated now. Nottingham Forest, Luton Town still in the bottom three. Everton surviving on goal difference. And Crystal Palace just 3 points above the bottom three right now. Newcastle, I believe they're going to stay up, but it's a poor season for their standards. Poor season for Brighton as well. And you could also say poor season for Fulham. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one. And I'll see you all on the next episode for the title decider. Thanks for watching and bye for now.